That the tiny little baby stream that might not actually happen is happening, and it's 4 p.m. where I am, and I am completely disengaged with reality. Which is why he's not here because I'm. Hello, no, I'm not tiny. How long have you been waiting, monkey? Do I need to apologise? This will not be a long stream, unless Tyler does actually invite me to a party, in which case that might extend it or end it. I don't know. Anyway, look at this guy. He's beautiful. Yeah, he is. I just want XP. I've actually been ignoring invites over the past 2 days out of sheer anxiety and wanting to be left alone. Still feel pretty bad about it though.
Scanners have picked up a glyphid dreadnought cocoon cluster, so we're sending you in to take care of it ASAP. Take those big bastards
Playing
out.
the game.
Force us to shut down operations in the area, and try to make it back with most of your limbs
A
still attached.
breeder. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm pretty disengaged at this. Say that for sure.
Ain't no more breeding for this mama. I hear management's been trying to get a shipment of knee pads in. Fancy that. That hit the spot.
Knee pads. Well, they definitely have those. This is not how I would be doing this. Good lord.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living. Follow me, Bosco.
Oh goodness, hello. Hello viewers. Don't expect a great deal of charisma from me today. Oh no. I'm attempting to use lead storm, an overclock I do not like.
Incendiary grenade.
I know is good. Which is a bit like salvo module. And yeah, sticky fuel, that's a big one.
Bam! I take out a loot bug. Molly, over here! I want to punch the guy in R&D who programmed Molly. Rat! Loot bug popped. Down the hatch. I called for Molly. I got it! Go Crusher! Help me mine this. I really can't use this for anything.
God, when that exploded, I just felt like a bead of sweat form on my forehead. What is that? Ah! Yeah, I'm not spending a great deal of time playing Deep Rock at the moment, but I've accidentally got back into a thing of wanting to play double XP missions for some reason. Because I just like the game that much. That's satisfying to play. Unfortunately, it'd be even better if there was a much more tangible incentive to keep playing, such as infinite promotions.
Let's get the minerals.
The thing is about an infinite promotions or retirement feature is that, oh no. So yeah, it only caters to a small amount of player base, realistically. But the idea is that you should want that to be able to cater for everyone, because you should want people to be able to play your game for that much, for that long. And the fact that they're just not doing that or don't seem interested, it almost feels like they're not treating the game like it's a game that relies on an incredibly satisfying form of gameplay, where repetition is sort of a good thing. But they're not treating it like the game's repetitive. Like, the kind of content they keep adding is like stuff that holds fairly temporary value. In a game that is inherently quite repetitive, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You're in a game that just relies sheerly on the strength of its gameplay to make its repetitive missions interesting. It relies on RNG and just the strength of the gameplay and mechanics. Surely you want to give people infinite reasons to play. And I think, your play level does exist, but I think everyone knows, including Ghost Ship, that isn't quite enough. Keep someone playing forever. Shut up, Scoot. little bullets. Couple little guys. Up to no good. I said, shut up, Scoot. Sorry. Woo! That doesn't happen often.
Lacerator.
Oh.
After this, longest shower ever. Feel like I Clifford gunk in
Uh-oh.
every single crevice.
A meteorite. Those things make sound.
For impact. Clear the danger zone and take cover.
Deployed up.
Ah. Now oh shit, how am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions?
Pow! So long, suckers!
Well, how does the living part factor into that then? I feel like that's a given.
I smell bacon. Rock cracker package requested.
Roger that. Rock cracker package incoming.
So you can't just have any combination of the three. It will either be you're living and laughing, or you're living and loving. No exceptions. Until you're dead. Until you're dead.
Boys, please! I like the sound of that.
What?
Jackhammer connected. Ow! Jackhammer in place.
All rock crackers attached.
No.
You can start them up when ready.
No.
Jackhammer ready for action.
No. Well, yesterday, yeah.
The rock cracker pod is purring like a kitten.
I wasn't. I just got up real late.
Get ready. The bugs are bound to dislike this.
No.
I needed that.
I don't think so. I don't think I was. Let me think. I don't know.
Come here.
It's either 3 or 4 weeks.
Go lie down.
Yeah, I am.
The equipment's under attack. Put those guns to use. Restart the jammed equipment.
No. Hold on. I'm just multitasking. That's all. Well, some of us, Tyler, actually are good at games, and that's because Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Right, what's going on here? No, we can definitely record on Thursdays. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I finish at 11 on Tuesday, which means I'll probably get home like 12:30. Probably end up recording earlier than average. This is Thursday. Tuesday is actually the problem. Can't do anything on Monday. That's why Tuesday's the problem. Both of those days are really, really gay. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are the days I'm in. Ugh. Oh, this is gross. Monday is, yeah, absolutely. Tuesday is 3 till 4. It's just an hour, but it's like late afternoon. But that means I have to leave like before, even though it starts at 3, it means I have to leave before 2. And I get back after 5. What? I could have done better than that by picking more modules. It's also a lecture, and I genuinely miss proper lectures. What? What do you mean on? What do you mean on TV? Do you mean like, in general, picking up on? Hold on, this is stupid. So you don't mean like just a broadcast of an actual lecture? You mean like just you pick up
No,
on
I mean,
just through
like-
TV and crap?
Yeah.
Your general idea that is conveyed through an averaging of all consumed media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're real when you do them.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they are real. The lectures are real.
And they just talking. And you just like write notes the whole time.
Yeah. But you see, here's the thing. One of the, oh fuck, the rock crackers are both dead.
Restart the affected parts or you'll be down there all day.
I got my laptop to make just note-taking easier in every sense, because I can type quite quickly. Didn't have any lectures last term though.
Got all hammers online.
I've got to put that to use.
Good work.
You put that thing, that thing, that bomb,
Fame.
that thing, that thing.
That thing. Give me some of that thing.
Am I supposed to grow raggy in these conditions?
I don't know. Violently fart.
Was that like an expression of humour, or was that your entry into the competition? Pardon.
All play cards secured. Pleased with this haul.
My lips feel funny.
What?
My lips feel funny.
Yeah. That's the best part.
And my mic's all wet.
Oh, why is your mic wet?
Because
What?
I was doing a ras. I was
doing
putting
a
my tongue out
raspberry.
and it's spittle went everywhere.
Spittle. That's
Yeah.
I love the word
It's the term for
spittle.
it.
I love the word spittle. Because you know Alfred from The Hobbit, that character they made
No.
up, the master's servant, the master's
Yes.
assistant, the little rat man.
Little fucker.
Yeah, his full name's Alfred Lickspittle.
He looks like a lick spittle.
And he played like the King of France in like The Musketeers. Did you ever watch that? The Musketeers
Surely there's not just one.
on BBC,
Incarnation of
like the
them.
BBC series, the new like the modern BBC TV series, The Musketeers.
No, I've not seen anything of the sort.
That's
Never felt
a bit odd.
Come here.
Is it?
Maybe. Pretty good.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I'm watching Koala Man.
Oh my god, Koala Man! I completely forgot about that.
It's a bit of drag, I'll be honest with you.
That shouldn't be a drag. It shouldn't be, should it? That kind of thing should
Why?
not be a drag.
Wally is on the
Yeah, it's
I guess nothing should be a drag, but it shouldn't. Does that mean it's slow or it's just not great?
just like it doesn't feel bad. It's just I'm constantly like checking the time on each episode and like and
I
like,
do that with
stuff
everything.
like
Though.
that. Yeah, I guess, but I don't tend to. When I'm into something, I'm like fucking 4 episodes in. I'm like, wait, what time's passed? But yeah, this is I'm feeling this. Plus, if I was never told that Big Greg was Hugh Jackman, I would never notice. And
Oh,
don't know
I
if
suppose that
that's
makes no.
because
That's
I
actually
think
fair
Hugh Jackman
because no, because
really
like,
doesn't have that unique voice.
it sounds exactly like him though, but it's just because I don't know. I guess maybe you're more used to hearing him with a different voice.
Well, I've only
Maybe?
ever really heard him as Wolverine, but I'm not sure if he pulls a voice for that. But he
No,
just
'cause
has a
to
pretty
me,
normal voice.
He's got a recognisable voice to me. I'm just pretty decent at identifying people, and you're pretty bad at it. What? Gwa!
Kookaburra.
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree.
Wally.
Merry, merry king of the bushes, he love Kookaburra, laugh Kookaburra, live, love, laugh Kookaburra.
The fuck are you going on about?
The Kookaburra song, do you remember?
No,
I think. What is that?
I've never heard that in my life.
Jack used to sing it.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was,
Do me a favour and don't remind me that Jack exists, even though I remind myself because I still follow him on Instagram.
I
and I
don't.
see his stories,
I don't think I do.
and they're sad.
I don't look at anyone's stories.
Like all given moments, he is like somewhere like ridiculous. Like he's in like Dubai, America.
Well, the Dubai thing's just that's the default, isn't it? Where he lives.
Well, no, he lives in South Africa.
What? Oh, okay.
He just holidayed to Dubai quite often because he's a rich bitch.
Frequent. No, he's not. His mum's boyfriend is.
Well, exactly, but it passes down to him. And yeah, that's like all of his posts is just him flexing clothes and
Oh,
where he is
God.
currently. And that's his life.
An ugly little man who actually did kind of look like a fish.
Yeah.
Who also had a YouTube channel.
Did he?
Long before we ever did. Remember? It's actually.
Yeah.
There you go. Memory unlocked.
Just take your sweet time, old
Yeah.
I've had all day.
I remember now.
I will win what?
I like the sound of that.
Do you remember? I'll tell you what scares me. Nothing bad has happened in 2023 yet, like worldwide.
I mean, it's just started, man. Give it a moment.
9 days, I think, has been enough in previous years. I think things have happened. It's just a matter of time, is what I'm saying. Because I don't believe that 2023 is going to be a good year for anyone.
Could-
Order to resupply.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I mean, 2022 wasn't particularly pleasant, but it was 2020. And 2021 was actually very neutral.
2020 was good. 2021 was also good. Those were the best years. Easily.
Getting supplies. I need the mule right here, right now.
I just realised that I've actually been going to uni since 2020.
What?
Yeah.
But you haven't actually been there for like an entire year.
No. No. I said that's how long I've been going.
Oh, right.
And yeah, there was never a time when I wasn't going in at all. There was more online stuff at the start, but
Don't let him flank you.
ugh. Mm.
Oh, yeah.
We are free from the oppressor.
That's the oppressor's new sound. New. Going up bomb. Alright, top bomb.
Right up mine ass.
Alright, top bomb. Kind of miss Shakespeare.
I just put up a ziplock.
That is a blatant lie. I don't. Almost everything I've done academically over the last 5 years has been trying to get away from Shakespeare, but still do English.
Is he even that good? I mean, he was just like innovative for his time, right?
Donkey, come
Yeah, what? By stealing? By innovation, you mean stealing?
Rocking is more
I mean, there was a whole theory that he's not even real, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
there is no
kind of
way
believe
someone
that.
of his status would be as educated as he apparently was. So people think it's just a like a fucking completely fake identity, basically. Like someone who is actually educated, but just someone who couldn't get out that he was actually the one writing it. I think it was like some sort of prince or something.
Yeah, Prince Harry.
What is
Kills-
going on with
kills
all that?
me. What do you mean what's going on with all that? The royal family?
No,
don't give a
Prince Harry,
fuck.
he's just constantly in the fucking thing.
I know, because I think he's just...
Prince Harry is
He's
I
just...
don't
He's
know,
basically, like, just saying a bunch of bad shit, but he's not actually like doing anything. He's just like, oh, William tackled me or whatever in an argument. It's like, okay, are you actually going to do anything that's going to actually affect the royal family at all, or are you just going to whine? I think I see where this is going. I think.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think his fucking like wife got like a sex tape leaked or something, and he was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have watched that." Like that was the last thing I saw.
I shouldn't have watched that. Oh, you said that to yourself.
No. He went on
I
the
should
news
not
and
have
said,
watched
"Hey,
that.
You shouldn't have watched that."
No.
That has upset me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I relate to him though because his name's Harry. Oh shit. Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. Hope you understand. Ocean man, a journey to the carnival. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. Might get a copyright claim.
By who?
Ween.
Also, every stream you've done gets copyright striked. I don't know how you keep pulling it off, but they all are always.
I think it's Bo Burnham because of my face. I've stolen it.
Aye.
It's actually Bo Burnham and Carl Smallwood have an agreement where they just, anytime I show up, they just need to do. They have to do something about it. It's pretty interesting because you can like basically use me as like a what if Carl Smallwood never drank basically, or never drank as much as he does.
Well, you're a lot more like what's his name? Fucking
The other guy I just mentioned, or someone else?
No, someone else. You're always a lot more like fucking I think Danny something Gonzalez. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one.
fucking Danny, fuck you.
I've always been like, yeah, you two are basically the same person.
Oh my god. I keep forgetting about that one because I don't believe it. I will not believe it. I refuse. I refute that comparison.
Tough. You're identical. You got like the nose, the look,
Alright.
and the voice.
Even the voice. See, that does
I mean,
it.
obviously he's got an American accent, but like
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about?
it's the kind of beta cuck voice.
He's like me, but like cleaned up.
Yeah, he's got like
His
a fucking
eyes-
wife.
His
at, like,
eyes actually have a
27.
defined color. His face is like spotless. Apart from that, also I don't think our noses are even that similar.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough.
Also, my eyebrows are much better than his.
Okay.
I tell you what though, I think I know what it is. I think it's just he doesn't look like incredibly unlike me. But I think it's actually the facial expressions.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like he has like enough resemblance of you, and like I don't know. It's enough. But he has like a whole thing of people that look like him, and that was like the thing.
Honestly though, I don't know if it's just me being completely insane, but I feel like I just look like. I feel like every now and then I just see completely random people in me. I think I look exactly like this random person. It constantly happens. It's always a different person as well. I see someone in like a movie or something. It's like, I bear resemblance to that person in some way, don't I? And it's happened with almost every person you can think of. except any people who aren't like the same colour as me. Except Don Cheadle, actually. I look at Don Cheadle, I think that's just me.
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. His nose is fucking huge. Good lord.
Oh, very nice.
It's not an insult. I'm just saying his nose is retardedly big. I'm just saying.
It's just got quite the schnoz.
It is huge. It's like 3 inches wide. It's like 3. Also, I'm so glad that Armor Wars is a movie. It's going to be a movie.
I'm surprised you've been so excited for like Marvel stuff.
I'm not. I'm excited for Armor Wars, though. Because, you know, boom, you're looking for this. I am looking for this. And Secret Invasion.
I don't know.
And
I realised that
honestly,
the only thing I was actually
those
looking forward
Avengers
to in Phase
films.
4 was fucking She-Hulk and how horrifically that went. So
No, Scoot, I've never... Not The Rock, actually. I did say it doesn't apply to people who are a different colour from me.
I was born ready.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care too much about the MCU anymore, but those Avengers movies, they're still gonna be probably nuts. They're still gonna be worth seeing, I think. Just for the sheer ridiculousness.
probably because there will be some characters that we still have some semblance of shit about.
It's not even that. It's just that there's too many rumors and there's too many reports and there's too much around what like Secret Wars is actually supposed to be in the comics. It's just gonna have like every single like iteration of every Marvel character like ever, or at least live action. I think it's the idea. Every single one mashed together. I just want to see them stumble. Actually, see, my investment isn't high, but I am interested in that specifically Avengers 5, not 6, Kang Dynasty, only because of the director.
Come here.
Same as Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi director. About that, and that's because
Can't carry any
yeah, that makes sense.
Shang-Chi is like, I think, one of the few people where you wouldn't get like verbally or physically abused for saying that you actually liked it.
I think it was the best film of Phase 4. I don't think it is Spider-Man. I mean, I don't actually. You know what? I'm probably not that unpopular in opinion. It's definitely Shang-Chi. Deal with it. And then, I don't know, Werewolf by Night, pretty good actually. But that was something else. This is something else. Yes, my favourite Phase 4 property was I Am Groot.
The Groot shorts.
The Groot shorts.
I haven't actually watched
past
the
Groot
Christmas stuff.
It's actually not that great, in my opinion. It's fun and it's nice, but it's clearly like, yeah, we didn't really try all that hard. But there's also not much point now watching it now. Unless you're desperate for that Christmas cheer at a completely different time of the year. God, I almost thought of saying, you know, the poet thing. You know, it's like, I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. And then that made me think of William, and I got really angry.
I really can't use this for anything.
That's the kind of shit
Okay.
it says. I'm still thinking about when he tried to. He just invited me to play Rocket League out of nowhere. What is that?
Fun.
Secondary objective
Like
completed.
what?
Fine job.
Excuse me? Fuck off. I'll give him credit though, he was consistent.
Consistently what?
A bastard.
It's past your expiration date. Flares are recharging. Locked and loaded. Wish I could take you with me.
Oh, fuck me. Don't. I'm not. I don't swing that way.
I need you here.
It's a lie.
For the mule.
Wait, no, that's a lie. Wait, no, that's a lie. Wait, no, that's a lie.
He is a closeted homosexual.
I would say I'm a closeted homosexual. It's just that I'm a ignorant bi.
What?
Can do
You mean
this
by you mean bystander, right?
By bi, I mean I could swing both ways.
You just
I
don't-
think it's on the table.
You just don't know.
Yeah. I just haven't cared enough to explore my sexuality yet, so I'm completely content in going for straight because it's just easier.
My sexuality
But
is
knowing
my
deep inside
sexuality
that I
is
might be bi.
bystander. I see a fine ass woman that's like damn and then move on with my life.
Yeah.
Bystander. Happens with men as well. As when I see fine ass men, I think damn, I ain't gay though.
Damn, that guy can go up to any girl he wants and be completely good.
No, I don't. I've never actually seen any guys who I think could do that. Because none of them.
No, you don't look at you don't look at me and think, wow.
I look at myself
That
in the
guy's a
mirror, and
snack.
I look at myself in the mirror and think, if I was like, 3 inches taller, but I'm not. And I'm like, damn, and then I move on with my life. Oh, sorry, I should probably rephrase. There's no one I've seen in person who I think, yeah, they look like they could just walk up to any woman and just sweep them off their feet. Actually, that's not true. I have seen Brian Blessed in person. Then maybe I shouldn't say that.
fire.
Well, there are plenty of men in that category.
Yeah.
Although, even those men don't do that shit.
This one's for Carl.
I'm talking about Henry Cavill. he doesn't. He's
He's
like,
really got a really that Harry Cavill is having a real bad time at the moment though.
kind of.
You got it. He's had two of what he probably thought was one of his most stable roles, like talking Superman.
I don't know if he ever
Geralt,
took
and
them
had
for
it
granted.
pulled out of his feet.
I think that's the point. He wouldn't take them for granted because they were two such dream roles of his. And I think he's
Exactly,
he's
but
probably
still.
having a real bad time from the sheer disappointment.
Yeah.
But like of the sort of just I don't think he saw Superman this way necessarily as he was doing it, but like definitely The Witcher is like just how the characters and the source material was treated. He's just like, oh fuck. Maybe
Well, yeah, because
maybe your dream role isn't actually a dream role if you don't actually have control. So it's like, fuck it.
Geralt
I'm taking
was
over.
clearly a fuck you do better, and they were like, nah, we are, and then he left, right?
I think
Clearly,
Superman
it
was
would have
that in
hurt
the
him
eyes
more.
of a lot of other people, though.
Yeah, clearly,
that's why it went
him
wrong.
continuing to be Geralt would have actually just hurt him more.
Yeah,
Than, like,
and that's
not.
what hurts the most about it, where it's like he couldn't stand to be a part of that because it was just, he didn't think it was right. I think he just thought it was too far from what the character should have been, what the show should have been. I think not necessarily the character. I think he probably wasn't going to back down, just acting the way he thought he should. But the writing's still a thing, and just the writing of the show and the rest of the characters. That probably is really depressing, though. And I think that's why that's why I hope the Warhammer thing pans out. But it's also a pretty good start that he's basically in charge of it. I don't think he would like agree to it if he didn't, because that's a pretty important part of why those other two things sort of fell apart.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's
The
probably still
Warhammer
gonna
thing's
be, like,
even more
fine.
so the Warhammer thing's like his dream project. He hasn't actually necessarily picked a role yet, and that's the point. He could pick any role he wants from that. Well, but the thing is, I don't know how much you know about Warhammer, but all of the Space Marines are like clones of like the Emperor. So I think it's pretty easy to see where this might be going. Many.
I don't know
Cavils.
anything about whatever the fuck you're going on about. I haven't heard of this Warhammer thing. Henry Cavill really is like the ideal man.
This is tired of exploring his sexuality.
I ain't exploring shit. This is well tread past. Like, every man knows damn well that Henry Cavill is a literal fucking demigod.
Yeah.
He looks like it, acts like it, fucking
think-
just is it.
I think more men actually agree on this than women. Because women are a bit more picky.
I think so,
I don't think
yeah.
it's. I don't think it's
Although my
100%.
mum is very much a Cavill connoisseur.
I'm just saying. I think it's guaranteed for men to just agree on this. It's actually more guaranteed than it is for just women. And then I don't think there'll be a single man who'd be like, nah.
And it's like not even about whether or not you would. It's just a fact.
Understanding.
He is clearly the most attractive man you could ever see. Like, he is physically demigod in all regards.
Actually,
and then he's
see, the
also
thing about that
a
is he's
fucking
better
little
than that,
fucking
I
gamer
think.
boy.
I think he's better than that, because if he was like, you know,
He's a
Greek
whole
god
ass god.
physique. No, because I think he is probably more like that. You know how Zeus, I think he's probably more often portrayed as being a bit not as dreaded, just like big and muscly. Henry Cavill's is beefy, you know. The demigods are people like Perseus, who are like very like live, sort of muscular but not like hulking, like heroes.
Yeah.
But Henry Cavill's more of a Hercules build than a Perseus
Yeah,
build.
he is like a chiseled Michelangelo statue of a god. Like,
Well, no, the point is that he's bigger than that. He's not just muscle. Got a little bit of you know, trimmings. He looks comfortable. What I'm saying. He looks like you could rest your head on his chest, and it would be nice.
yeah.
But
Point
not like
is-
like a bodybuilder. That probably wouldn't be the case. Like very wiry, like dry
solid,
muscle.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's like
Yeah, because his
better.
don't feel like they've been manufactured.
They
with,
don't
like,
feel
drugs and
like.
shit.
They don't-
Yeah, they
Well, no,
they
that's
feel
another
like
thing. I can
more-
tell that Henry Cavill is much more
He-
natural
he
than
just,
like,
like,
someone like
works
Chris
out.
Hemsworth.
and
he
it's, like,
works
the
out, he
perfect
takes-
workout, but like
When he takes supplements, but not steroids. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people who work out take like supplements like protein and vitamins and these things that help them gain muscle. but they don't literally put that shit in themselves. And he also clearly, he's basically pretty much everything that you can do right, except actually just taking steroids. That's what I get the impression of. And obviously Chris Hemsworth does take steroids, it's like just a fact. That's why I respect Henry Cavill more. Wouldn't be a problem if Hemsworth was honest about it. This is the only problem. None of them are honest about it. Yet people who know what steroids looks like know who's on steroids. And they know that most of the like Hollywood like guys like that are on steroids, and Henry Cavill clearly isn't because of just the way he's built. Because like you look at someone like The Rock or Hemsworth, it's very difficult to be that big just from muscle. That's the point. That's why it's more clear that Cavill's natural, because it's a combination of muscle and fat to achieve a certain size. That's why his arms aren't like fucking just muscle. They're big, but it's a very important distinction. Yeah. Yeah. Science. Bodybuilding science with Harry. Nope. Not you. Yeah, you! I want to play as you. You're cool. Plumbing chat with Lewis. Oh, I explained that. The heating is on. You know what I might do? I might binge the entire MCU before Secret Wars. I'm insane.
That's fair.
No, it won't be. That will not be a reasonable thing to do. That could kill a man, actually. It may kill me. That is a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, sorry, no, it's not just the entire MCU though, is it? It's like every fucking Marvel film. Watch.
Yeah. And obviously shows and stuff.
Yeah, I heard quite a specific report that like Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman like have a scene together in Secret Wars. I mean, I think there'll be something where it's like literally everyone is together at one point, but like specifically a scene between those two, which makes a lot of sense actually when you think about it. Those two specifically, especially because they're more actually contemporary. They're not completely just left behind like a lot like the old Fantastic Four cast or something. Fantastic Forecast. But it's like, you know what I mean? Where it's like Hugh Jackman's going to be Deadpool 3, Tobey Maguire's been in something recently as those characters. And they're arguably the most popular, like, classic, but also modern Marvel superhero. Like,
Hugh Jackman is in a league of his own. You can't compare him to Tobey Maguire. He is... Like, Tobey Maguire was...
They were the same before Andrew Garfield.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, before the next iteration, they were the same kind of thing. And they still were...
I guess, but then they weren't. That's my point.
Yeah, you're right. I know what you mean by Hugh Jackman being in league of his own, but I still feel like there's a similar amount of love still.
No.
It's like but those two occupy a similar space where it's like they're characters who haven't interacted before, and it makes sense to give them a scene. I think people would like that. You know, I can see why that makes sense as a decision to make, where it's like people will like it if these two like have a chat.
Andrew Garfield had far more love and passion for being Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire ever did.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't remember who we're talking about again. You're saying Tobey and Wolverine or Hugh Jackman would make sense. right?
Yeah, I think especially in the eyes of the studio, it's just like people would like it if these two have a scene together.
Yeah, but that's
They're
probably
sort
the
of
only
very
reason why
extremely
they do it.
popular adaptations from a very similar time period, who have been brought back because of that fact as well, like in recent stuff.
I think we need to come to terms with the fact that fucking Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark is definitely gonna come back for it.
Yeah,
Like they're not gonna resist that temptation. They're not above.
but
that
see, I
level
think the
of-
biggest problem with that is that if he does come back, it's gonna be sort of expected, or at least they'll probably force him to make the like big final sacrifice play again, just because he's there. Even though he hasn't been part of like the last like 6 years or 7 years even of the MCU.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have him there and it not be like the most important thing, basically. I really hope they don't. Because that means that it can be 4 instead. And surely 4's gonna die in Secret Wars, right?
Ollie, over here.
It's
For
been
what's
a long
happened to
time
him,
coming.
It might. Yeah, I honestly, it would have been better if he did in fucking Endgame.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he kind of needs to go unless they do reinvent him, but it's just like, how many times do you have to reinvent him to keep him out? I mean, personally, I want him to go out how he does in the comics, but it's still such a fucking long way off from
fella,
Black
right?
Winter. Yeah, because they're not even, haven't done Galactus yet. That'll be the next big thing. And yeah, exactly. So they're just, and you know, Chris Hemsworth can't do it forever, especially with the fucking him probably retiring soon.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I
Alzheimer's.
don't know. Oh god,
What?
that's not just a sick joke, is it? You're
No.
actually saying something right now.
Yeah. This was big news. He has a genetic predisposition to Alzheimer's, which means he's got like a almost guaranteed chance of getting it.
Deep Rock seriously need to invest in some better equipment.
Also, his contract must be up soon as well. Fucking hell.
Plus, his character is pretty much done for at this point. Like nobody really wants any more Thor.
We thought we did, and then because Taika, like, I don't know, I didn't think it's
Really dropped the ball.
Well, the thing is, Taika sort of revived him, but then also didn't. And at the same time, I don't think it was just Ragnarok. I think Infinity War was a big part of that. Like, Infinity War was peak 4, and like everyone actually agrees on that.
Oh yeah.
Everyone
completely.
agrees on that because it's just obviously the case. That was the peak. Yeah, I mean, Full Fat Videos did a video on that, on like, well, Thor should die, Kang or something. It's like, I didn't watch it, but I think the idea was that Kang should just kill him. I don't think it should be that simple.
Kang needs to get some sort of tally for kills rather. He needs to start. He needs to
I
start
think
being
he probably
a threat.
will kill Ant-Man.
He should
It
kill
might
one of
even
them,
happen
at
in
least.
the-
It might
it
be
might-
Pym. I mean,
Oh,
Hank. Pym, I
Hank.
think that,
Oh, Hank's going down.
yeah, I mean that
It's like,
That
who
would
are the
be
people who are going to die? I think...
correct stakes.
Actually, no, I don't think Rhodey will die, to be honest.
Who?
War Machine.
Right. Well,
think
there would
at
be
this
no
point-
real benefit in killing him.
I think at this point he's just immortal.
Got no flares ready.
I just don't think they're ever going to kill him.
He's probably just going to be a elder in the series, in like the MCU.
He'll be like, because I think I doubt, I don't know what Nick Fury's going to be in our Secret Invasion, but I don't know, maybe Rhodey will sort of defer to that. That's why there was another reason I need to bring the Punisher back as well. The War Machine thing. Not so he can take over, but so they can have that arc. I guess it would probably result in the idea of War Machine being completely left behind. then Punisher will go back to being Punisher. Either way, it's still interesting that he is getting a solo film, but I think it's sort of like it's in a knowing way where it's just like he's been around for so long. The solo film is not like that. That's why it's not even named after him. You know, it's actually more so going to be his ending, I reckon.
Yeah. I don't think all characters died in their thing. I mean, Hawkeye really should be done now. Like,
I mean, he almost died.
His mantle's been passed.
He almost died in real life.
Clearly, I don't think they're going to be keeping Jeremy Renner around. As
I mean, he
character.
can't, like, because they've got Kate Bishop now, and fucking Jeremy Renner's legs are gone. I mean, they're not, but he's not in good shape. He's not going to be willing to do anything soon, certainly. Scoot says War Machine should have died in Civil War. Realistically, yeah, but
that was where he
glad he
actually
stayed
got
around.
pickled, right? Because I never
Yeah.
actually even saw that.
they're probably right. I guess they just didn't want to kill him, but they wanted that effect on Tony. But I'm glad the War Machine's still around. I like Don Cheadle. I like Don Cheeto. I like Don Quixote. And Christopher Lee described as the most metal character who ever lived or was ever created. I'm not talking about War Machine though. That's something else. I don't really know what Don Quixote is. I'm being completely
Don
honest.
Quixote, he's a old man who thinks he's a hero, or like he read books of heroes and monsters and tales and that, and in his fucking, I don't know, like dementia-ridden brain, he thought he was one or tried being one, and that was that whole thing. I don't know the exact story, as you can probably tell.
No. It sounds like you know it inside and out. Was that from the Count Dankula video?
Huh? No, I never watched that. I think.
Did he even do that?
Plus, he wasn't a real person.
I know. No, I don't think he did that. I think that's just where I got the quote where Christopher Lee said that he was like the most metal character ever created or something, and he just quoted that in the Christopher Lee video. Only a matter of time before you get Brian Blessed thing. Honestly, it makes me think that he just might not be particularly aware who Brian Blessed is.
Is that possible?
Yes. But at the same time, I would assume someone like Count Dankula, aside from like him as a person, he seems like someone who would know who Brian Blessed is and respect him.
Well, you've also got to consider, his audience. Like he does get some, if not most, of his ideas from his comments. Or at least what he wants to do next.
That makes sense for Mad Lad. I mean, Mad Lad is pretty cool though, because like you'd think, oh, this can't go on forever, but it's just you'd be surprised how much
he just pulls a
bullshit
lot
there
of
is in
things out of
history.
his ass.
There's enough.
Plus, he's got some obvious ones, like obviously Brian Blessed. Plus, he can always just stretch his term, really.
Yeah, to fiction potentially even. I mean, obviously that would be infinite, but I think realistically, I believe in sort of craziness of the human race and what's been documented enough that he could probably do that until he dies.
Yeah, like obviously he really hasn't plunged that far into history either. Like he's got like some World War stuff, like the Red Baron. But,
Oh my god, the Red Baron.
and the White Death.
Did he do the Red
stuff
Baron?
like that.
Sorry. Did he do the Red
Yeah,
Baron?
he did. That's
Yeah,
why
I mean, White Death was one of the
know that.
earliest ones. I know that. I watched that. I haven't really watched Dankula a very long time.
They're good bits of.
I think the
chunks
Mad
of-
Lads are definitely good, and I like that
things.
that's his main content. But
That's
still
basically
fallen.
his only content now. He really
well,
hasn't. done
I
anything
know,
other than-
but that's because he still does political stuff, but he doesn't really like it as much. It's on his second channel. He doesn't actually want it to
Yeah,
be
it's
what
always
he's,
second general.
he doesn't actually want it to be what he's known for, but he still hasn't like let go of it.
Well, yeah, because he was actually in like politics, like properly, but I think that experience kind of soured like politics for him, so he kind of ditched it and does it all on the second channel now. Which I watch sometimes when there are some funny things.
I actually watch the
So I
second channel
learned
more
about
often.
how like Canada was like to someone that like fucking veteran of the war, and they're like, have you considered euthanasia? Like,
I heard about that. I didn't watch his video on it. Oh my god.
Yeah. He's like he was complaining about all of his fucking trauma from the war, and like, how about you just fucking kill yourself?
It's literally Canada's just like the low tier god meme, which is like, you should kill yourself now. It's just like, what? Madness.
Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got all day.
World's gone to the dogs.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, next big celebrity death.
Boris Johnson.
I was gonna say
He's
Mark
gonna fall asleep in a bathtub.
Boris Johnson. He's gonna fall asleep in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think someone pretty big, like really big, but not young, is gonna. No, but young, like not old. Gonna bite it soon.
Like some like high tier but like out of date.
At the same time, I feel
musician.
like. Oh, no, no! Someone who's in. Like Pete Davidson.
Honestly,
that
he
would be
might die, but
celebrated.
not through natural causes. At this point, he's edging a murdering.
Someone's
the,
gonna get
the
him.
amount of incels
Kanye.
he's pissed off.
That's okay. Okay, this is actually what's scaring me. I think Kanye's gone silent,
Oh god, yeah. It's a cold day in hell when you don't hear a word out of Kanye.
and I think there's reason to be afraid.
The air with wet. Born ready.
Yeah, they should be, considering he's mad. He's absolutely fucking legitimately insane.
Pretty funny though.
Not that this is like any new information for anyone really, but it's
It is pretty funny though. It is just he's just crazy.
yeah.
Just he's just a bonkers person. He's bonkers.
Absolutely wacko tobacco.
He's off his Rocky. Don Cheadle. The thing is, Jeremy Renner was like almost. I feel like he's almost taken that slot for like the month. Everyone else is safe.
Get this home safely, will you, Molly?
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, guys.
I suppose
I'll
that
I'll
is
do
a pretty
close
obvious
death.
one.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, he's alive, but like, I don't think he's out of the fucking,
Dropping experience.
out safe. Yeah.
It's not going to be
So,
Tom Cruise.
it
That's
could be
never
on the
going to
list.
happen. Tom Cruise will
No, not
die.
Tom Cruise. Jeremy Renner.
I know.
He could still go.
No, but I'm just saying it won't ever be Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise will die either naturally at the age of 101, or he'll die deliberately from a stunt they designed to kill him.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. He's nuts.
Where is
Absolutely.
Tin Can?
Fucking 60.
Inventory is full.
60-year-old man. I feel a kinship with Tom Cruise.
Well done. Secondary
For no reason.
No, we share a birthday.
Get to name it.
Oh, fair enough.
That's it. I probably shouldn't. I mean, he's kind of is a bit of a suicidal maniac. I respect
Who
Tom
isn't
Cruise though
nowadays?
because Tom Cruise, because obviously he's like I don't know, like a Scientologist or whatever, and it's like really kind of weird and shady, but it's, at the same time I think he knows how weird it is. Because you don't hear a peep out of Tom Cruise when it comes to politics or religion. It's literally just all about his work. And it's just completely separate. And I think just some of the best work. I think that's cool. Yeah, Scoot, first of all, I don't think he runs a cult, but I know that he's a part of the Church of Scientology and that it is weird, but as a man of Hollywood, an actor and a maker of films, I have undying respect.
I need the mule right here, right now.
Unless it comes out that he's like eats babies, which he almost definitely does, but that keeps his youth. The blood of a newborn.
Resupply order.
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Yeah, it's pretty likely.
One down.
Mm-hmm.
What is here?
How? Oh God! Did you hear about this? I mean, you must have heard if you've watched Countdown at all. Then you must have heard about the thing that happened in Scotland. The paedophile thing.
What?
How they've been categorized. Paedophiles are now minor attracted persons.
Yeah, I mean Scotland's really. I mean, since I have been watching Scotland, not Scotland. Fucking
Watching
Countdown,
Scotland.
I know Scotland is absolutely fucked.
The
it's
thing is,
absolutely fucked.
I didn't see it explicitly written that meant paedophilia was just like decriminalised. But I feel like it wouldn't be any outrage if that wasn't the case. Really, that's the point. But that can't be true.
Yeah.
That just can't be true. Can't be.
Well, it starts at this. It starts at renaming, so it's not as big as a word as paedophile, which I think even a saying is gonna age restrict this video or the stream, even if it doesn't really matter. But like, yeah, it's like that's all it really takes, and then change the name. Eventually, the stigma will die down.
It won't though.
And then you make
thing
it
is,
less
thing is, it
illegal.
is for some people. That's the thing. That's what's scary about paedophilia. Is that there are people who aren't necessarily paedophiles who don't shun it.
Yeah.
Those people exist. It's far from a majority, but they exist, and I feel like it's an increasing number as well. And you know, I thought things were perfect the way they were. You know, it's the one thing that everyone in the world agreed upon makes you a piece of shit. That's why people who, you know, touch kids get killed in prison
Wally is on
by other terrible, terrible people. But even like someone who's like killed like 50 men
this is thirsty.
is not as bad.
Yeah.
It's the thing. It's the great evil.
Yeah.
And I don't think that should change.
No, yeah. It can get like worse, but it doesn't get like worse, if you know what I mean. Like if you do it to multiple children and you kill them after and shit like that, then it's like worse, but it's still like so far off the scale. Like just simply even fucking thinking about it is often enough for people to like, oh yep, death sentence. Fucking die. Like you deserve it.
This is all a pretty
yeah.
morbid subject matter.
Yeah, I don't know how we start talking about this. It's Scotland.
Because I just brought it
being
up.
Okay with it.
That's how we got onto this, Siler.
Yeah.
I decided to bring it up. Pretty simple. Because it pisses me off. The mere idea that anyone could possibly, under any circumstances, be anywhere near okay with that. Hello?
Yeah.
And you need me to what? Don't turn that off. What are you doing? Don't turn the light off. I need.
Yeah, give me some sugar.
Oh, good lord.
Good lord. Alright, we're back.
Also, I remember the Morbin time. Anyway, I'm gonna blitz through the rest of this because I gotta go.
Reloaded.
Where is this guy?
Here I come. Out of ammo!
Oh, fuck my bits.
That Terra Troy Joy eliminated. Damn flares could need an upgrade.
Resupply is. How do I get there? Oh shit. Oh no! Big oops!
Here, get into cover. Get out the way. Zip line done. Shield charged. I'm taking some of the ammo.
Oh my goodness.
Shield charged. Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got all day.
All right, you lugs. I'm spotting a swarm coming towards you. Get
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Egg collection completed. Well done.
Got a
Pull
bad,
the escape pod in when ready.
but not as bad as usual.
Drop pod en route. Hang in there. Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
Shields placed.
What the hell? Why did the stream views just change so rapidly? It went from 6 down to 3 in, like instantly.
Drop pod arrived.
Oh, that's fine. I'm in a minute.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Hey, oh,
Oh, there he is.
our
Just
fridge.
back for the end.
Apparently, mum, at some point, mum left it open for too long. Or, like, didn't close it properly.
Oh no!
And that did something to the bulb. I don't quite get the math, but basically, now whenever you open the fridge, it.
Whoa! This doesn't happen. Oh shit. Okay, OBS disconnected for a moment.
Oh.
And it reconnected. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh my god. That is a nice number of bugs that are gonna die.
It's 69.
Oh, why not?
Tiny little baby stream that might not actually happen. What's with the thumbnail? Lamau players walk in.
It's the full thing. It doesn't give me a choice. It should be cropped. It shouldn't be cropped, I should say. The full thing is it's like LoL players, like League of Legends players, when the male players walk in. Anyway, I've finished that mission. I am needed elsewhere, so that's going to be it for today. But before I go, I'd like to thank everyone for the fantastic performance of our recent video. Good lord.
Surprised that, isn't it?
It's a surprise beyond like the others in that same series. I don't know if it's because I just got the thumbnail right and it's like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's that? Blue hair.
Blue hair.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
That's how
that.
much people want
But
blue hair.
it's the best that one of those has done, and it's the best video we've had, like best non-news video we've had in a very long time.
Yeah.
So, thanks for that.
Lads.
Good job, lads, and for getting us
Keep it up.
over the finish. Oh, not over the finish line, but over the line. Of 350. Now I feel like the chances of us dipping. I shouldn't curse us, but it feels like when you're on 350, it doesn't feel quite stable. But now we're at least over it, even if it is only by one.
Yeah.
Pretty cool as well.
Evil.
But like I said, duty calls. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Also, it's pretty cool that we managed to just get, at one point, just 6 concurrent viewers on a screen that I didn't even share. Good to know. It ain't over yet.
And then over till the fat lady sings.